stories of my wild past. You know, I'm like staring into,
The Twilight Zone.
yeah, the Twilight Zone.
Okay, but it's not okay.
I'm talking. I'm saying it into the tape here.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, to understand this story about the underwear, you have to understand Gregory, my friend Gregory. And the people who didn't know Gregory, the story wouldn't have as much relevance. Gregory was a fantastic friend. He was theatrical, he was a writer, playwright, an actor, he was very handsome, he was very gay, he was very masochistic, and he liked hustlers, you know, gorgeous hustlers. And he brought me home Larry, this gorgeous blonde model. And because I had a problem from midnight till dawn, sleeping alone, I needed something in the apartment or I couldn't sleep. And Larry needed a place to stay. He had just gotten to town. So it worked out okay. And he started modeling, and this fashion designer had a big crush on Larry. And he also had an underwear fetish. And when 3 months went by that I couldn't pay my rent, Gregory said, "Don't worry, I have a way. You're going to pay your rent all 3 months." I said, "How?" He said, "Trust me." So he came over. Larry wasn't there. We got Larry's underwear. We went for dinner at the Sutton Place triplex with the Italian Count. It was fabulous. And then Gregory went in the bedroom with the Italian Count. And at the end of the evening, when Gregory and I went down in the elevator, he handed me an envelope for the 3 months' rent. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. And this went on. We made periodic visits for the rent. And then Larry went to Atlantic City, some kind of a scam. And Joe was staying with me. He was working at WNCN, and he was staying in the little room the little alcove off the kitchen. And he would go home every weekend. He would take his laundry and go home. Well, one weekend, he didn't take his laundry. He forgot. He left it behind. And Larry was in Atlantic City. And I said, "Oh my God, I'm broke. I don't have money for food even." So Gregory said, well, look, here's Joe's laundry. So we used Joe's socks and underwear, and we brought it to the Count. He didn't know the difference, and he paid us. Then Joe came back, and he said, "You know, something looks funny." Because the thing was, he wouldn't keep the underwear. He would return it in like a matter of a few days. And Joe felt there was something different with his underwear. So, you know, Joe being one of my closest friends, of course, I had to tell him the truth. And Joe said, he said, "I've been defiled. Gregory is a fiend, that fiend." And he was really upset. And of course, you know, it was funny. It was funny. I mean, what can you do? It's funny. So that's the Joe, Gregory, and the Italian Count and the underwear story. And that was the end of it. I didn't go back anymore or use that device to get rent money. I didn't. That was it. I got a job after that. I started working. Became an honest woman.
Cool it, baby.
Let's forget about that. That was nothing. I mean, what they do now, that was ridiculous. I was in, you know, like net pantyhose or something. Fully covered. Of course, everything around me was insane, but okay, that's it. That's it, Louie.